This is good, my friend. This is good. What's up? It's your girl Lisa Kurt, and welcome back to another Cooking with Lisa. I know. It has been a long time since I've even posted on my channel. It has been a long time since I've even cooked on my channel. Honestly, on my Instagram too. I haven't been cooking like a lot. If most of you guys follow me on Instagram, I did say that I was going to start back up Cooking with Lisa and that I was going to start with a vegan recipe. So as you guys can tell by the title, today we are going to be making vegan meatballs, but we're making it out of chickpeas. So it's chickpea balls. This recipe is not my own. I actually got this recipe from my dad. He's really getting into making his own meats and getting away from vegetarian meat, to be honest. So a lot of the stuff he's doing, he's making it himself. For example, he made a meatloaf out of lentils, all that kind of stuff. I have had some people who have inquired about seeing some vegetarian vegan recipes on my channel, so I will start to incorporate that. And also with my chickpea meatballs today, I'm going to be making a little barbecue sauce with it and some jasmine rice and some green beans as well. Like I've said previously on my channel, I do not measure when it comes to cooking, but because this is a recipe that I want to go by, because I've never made vegan food before, this will be measurements. I can give you measurements for this video, and I will leave all the ingredients, directions and measurements down below in the description box as well. So today I still have my champagne glass, but we're going to be drinking some aloe drink. The mango, because the mango is the best kind, but that's what we're sipping on today. Cheers. I did do some prep work before I started recording, so I'll just let you guys know what I did do ahead of time. But the first thing that we're going to start off with, obviously, is our chickpeas. So you can use canned chickpeas, or you can use the dry chickpeas that you can buy in the bag. It's up to your preference. I will let you know using dry chickpeas will take a little bit longer because you have to soak them for 4 hours and then cook them down. But with canned, all you have to do is pull them out the can and move on to the next step. Here we are, starting off with 2 cups of garbanzo beans. You're gonna take the chickpeas and you're gonna take the skin off, as many as you have the patience for, because taking skin off chickpeas is not fun at all. But literally, I can show you guys on camera. So here is the chickpea, and if you squish it, the skin will come right off, just like that. But it is tedious. It is a tedious process. So I will come back to you guys after I've lost my patience. And also, I did forget to mention that if you are going to use the canned, that you should keep the juice. Later on, you're gonna see why it was smart to keep a little bit of the juice from the can. The next thing we're gonna do is actually put our chickpeas into a blender so we can break them down. All right, I think we're done. All right, so what we're basically getting is like this kind of breaded mixture. We're just gonna set that to the side because now we're going to make our egg mixture. And yes, you heard that right. I am making an egg mixture for a vegan recipe, but we're using flax seeds as our eggs. Okay, so I will take this time to interject and say that if you are not on a vegan diet on the regular,
or you do not use flax seeds regularly, you must use caution with this recipe because flax seeds are very high in fiber and they can cause GI side effects. I will say that you can make this recipe without the flaxseed eggs. It will be a different texture, but the flavor is still there.
Okay, so in order to make your flaxseed eggs, we're gonna take 2.5 tablespoons of flax seeds, add that to a bowl. And then we're gonna take 6 tablespoons of water and add that to the same bowl with the flax seeds. And now we're gonna put a timer on to let this sit for at least 10 to 15 minutes. So we're back, the rice is in the rice cooker. We're gonna let that do its thing. Probably not gonna do the green beans on camera because y'all already know the deal. Green beans. All I'm gonna do is saute them with some onions. Call it a day. My chickpea mixture, we're gonna put that in a mixing bowl. It will look like breadcrumbs or graham cracker crust. Dang, you gonna be this loud? So you're gonna pour all of the flaxseed mixture in. So we need 1/2 cup of breadcrumbs. And keep your breadcrumbs around. Don't put them to the side or nothing because you might need them later on and you shall see why. All right, then we're gonna do 1/2 tablespoon of garlic powder, 2 teaspoons of onion powder. I will say though that I do not have onion powder, so I did finely chop up some onions and I'm just gonna put that in, just like how people finely chop up onions for like beef meatballs. I'm just doing the same thing. Then I'm gonna get 1 teaspoon of dried parsley. So here's my 1 teaspoon. Drop that in there. 1/2 teaspoon of basil leaves. Like I said, all the measurements will go down below, just in case I say things wrong, in case I get tablespoon messed up with teaspoon. Please just go to my description box. The only thing that I was confused about was marjoram. If you don't know what marjoram is, because I sure didn't, it's a sweet thyme. It's part of the thyme family, but it's a little bit more sweeter. They do ask for 1 teaspoon of this. I'm just gonna pull the leaves off, treat it like thyme. Pull the leaves off and just put it in there. I don't know, I've never used marjoram, you guys. And of course, you gotta have some salt and pepper. So season that with some salt and some pepper. And then just because I'm me, I'm gonna add some red pepper flakes. Just to add a little, you know, heat. So now this is where we're gonna get our hands a little dirty. So now we're gonna go in and we're really gonna mix that up, you know. Here we have our mixture. I'm just gonna go in with my hands that are clean and I'm just going to mix that together. So this is where I said you would probably need your, what am I trying to say? So this is where I said you would probably need your liquid from your chickpeas. So basically the mixture needs to be consistent enough that you can roll it into balls and it won't stick on your hands. So like this consistency is actually really good. I don't think I need to add anything, but I will say just in case if your mixture is too dry, that means it's falling apart, then you should add some of that chickpea oil, the chickpea liquid, water reserve, whatever. But if your mixture is too sticky, then you add 1/2 teaspoon of breadcrumbs at a time. Yeah, okay. The great thing about making vegan food is honestly that you can taste test it as you go through. There's no raw meat, there's no raw eggs. You can really taste to see if you can add something else. You know, if you want more salt, more herbs, more black pepper. I'm gonna add a little bit more salt. I don't feel the heat as much, so a little bit more red pepper flakes. This is how my mixture looks once it decides to focus. This is how my mixture looks. So right about this time, I would go ahead and preheat your oven. You could do it a little bit earlier, but you can preheat your oven to 450 degrees. And we're gonna roll these into balls, of course, and we're gonna place them on a greased, either a greased sheet, or you can do a, what do you call it, a pan lined with parchment paper. So I'm gonna do a pan lined with parchment paper for today, but you can use whatever you want. And also the meatballs, you can make them whatever size you want. Remind you, everything is basically already cooked, so the cooking time is really just to get that nice little crispy crunch to the outside of the exterior of the meatballs. All right guys, so now that I have my meatballs here, I'm gonna go ahead and pop into my oven for about 20 to 25 minutes. You should know when they're done because the outside should be like golden and crispy, and they do say that you should flip them halfway through. All right, so I'm just gonna go ahead and get my green beans going, and then I'll come back and work on the barbecue sauce, and then we'll be done. My meatballs are done. I made the sauce, but I didn't know I wasn't recording, which was very dumb of me. But I'll let you guys know what I did. This is the sauce that I've made. So basically it's just, I put barbecue sauce, honey, and chili powder to give it a little smoky flavor. So these are our meatballs. Yay! So excited. These are how they look. These are, oh, I mean, it's focusing on my face. These are how they look. Oh, they look so good. Okay. So obviously I'm not that nice at, oh no! So I'm not that nice at putting sauce on top of stuff like this. I think my sauce was a little too thick. I needed it to drip more. But this is the final product, y'all. So now we're just gonna go ahead and do our taste test like usual. Here we have our meatball. Actually, I want my sauce. It's like nice and crispy on the outside, and then on the inside it's so soft and moist. This is good, my friend. This is good. That's the end of this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this little vegan recipe that I had. You can honestly use any sauce that you want to put on top of it. You don't have to use barbecue like I did. That's just all that I have in my fridge right now. Definitely I would recommend anyone trying these meatballs, whether you're vegan, vegetarian, meat eater, pescatarian, all of that. Whether you're all of that, I think everyone can enjoy these. Unless you're like a big picky eater, then this ain't for you. So yes, that is the end of today's video. If you guys want to see more vegan recipes, if you want to see whatever you want me to cook, whatever you want me to do, let me know down in the comments below. Or you can DM me on Instagram, Snapchat, or Twitter. All of my handles will be down below. Thank you guys for watching today's video, and I hope to see you on the next Cooking with Lisa. Peace out.